And we should have the sound. Hello everyone, welcome on in. Yeah, I'll have to remember to not twirl around. How are you doing, guys? Just checking the audio. I think we're good. Happy New Year. First one of the year. Hey, Space Dog, hi. It's been so long. Banana indeed. It's been a couple of months, hasn't it? Happy New Year indeed, fairies. Hello, welcome on in. Is my ear doing something funny? It is. Oh well. That's just the way it's gonna be. Right. Updating the headers as we are talking right there. Dimnus, hey, the mesh optimizer is SMCO. It is known to break animations in Morrowind, so I have backed up all the animations that I found. But that software has been running for 4 hours and did 40% of, all the mods I have. So I haven't had time to test since then. We'll see how it goes. Peter, hey, hello. Guts of Plenty, hi, welcome on in. All right. As you can see, I have not started Morrowind even. But when I scheduled the stream a couple of days ago, I found myself really, really impatient and I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it. I've modded a lot, wares mostly, and I have tested a character without really playing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Oh. This is a somewhat lighter install and it's not even complete actually. There we go. All right, we should be fine. I can show you real quick. I'll unlock you MO2. Don't panic. I'm not changing anything. Okay? No getting all upset and crashing on me. There's no point to do that. Sounds like when Sean Byron would run Skyrim programs during his stream, that took a couple of hours. That had been running for 4 hours straight. Somewhat lighter, 160 mods with only 360 plugins. That is a lighter install. The reason why it's so lighter, I think I had shown you. Let's expand everything. Where is the expand all? There it is. A light, yeah, 350. Let's go with that. This is I have my Flex install and it doesn't have all the mods because I've sorted them out. So these are the TR version, the Beautiful Cities of Morrowind patches and Tomb of the Snow Prince patch. Mods that are really only good if you're doing the main quest, which you're not doing very often. And then I have all my replacers. I had done that before I took a break. So all of these I had done. These are just replacers, NPCs and things that I want to have, so they're in core. And then I have, other replacers that are optional. And the idea is when I want to make a new character, like it's gonna be one install per character. I am done, I think, probably I am done trying to get the ultimate Morrowind installation that has everything I could possibly want to do for any character I could come up with, because that's what I've been trying to do with my permadeath. That's why I ended up with 1,000 mods, because I wanted to have all, especially the gameplay and roleplay, I wanted to have every possible mod I might need for every possible character, which made for a big mod list that was nearly impossible to maintain. So the idea is now one character, one mod list, and all I have to do is duplicate my flex for flexible, not, you know, flexing, flexible. Duplicate my flex install, and then select all of my core mods because I know I'll want them, and then go, all right, well, for this playthrough, I think I want to be using Corana's faces and hair, for example. Right now I have Mel, faces and hair. And for the armor, I'm gonna go with this one, and, you know, basically pick and choose. Is it then I flex? That's so me. I flex a lot. See, even the items, I did not select all of them. I know this character will have no interest in anything Dwemer, so why should I get a Dwemer puzzle box that lets me teleport to Dwemer ruins? No point. I didn't like mods that I love, that I consider must have, like treasure maps. I love treasure maps. I love getting a map, finding a treasure. But my character is a succubus. She's not treasure hunting. She's asking for treasure and then she gets it. Hopefully, that's the idea. Other mods that are must have for me, there's the Radiant quest, there's the supply mod by Danina that I have always in my install, and I was like, no, this character does not do labor. So I did not install it. Variel, hello. Ooh.
I tried, okay?
Is it cinnamon and caramel?
Yes. But do you see the shape?
Is it a heart slashed in half?
Yeah. It's the arrows striking.
Thank you. The best latte in the world is the one you don't have to prepare yourself. Even with a heart sliced in two. The heart of Lorcan, maybe that's what it was. Oatmeal latte, I can't. I've tried to make my latte with, I've tried soy milk, that couldn't work. Almond milk, yeah. Oatmeal, Brian, hello, happy new year. Anyway, I think I need my milk for lattes. The houses, I would normally have all kinds of houses to make sure there's one that fits my character. Now I only picked 2 or 3 that might fit, and the biggest difference is the gameplay mod that I would consider most of them as must have, and I was like, okay, all right, I'm not gonna be learning Daedric. My character will not be doing Skooma, even though I love that mod. So I selected, and the biggest cull, I guess, is companion mods. I don't have companion mods. Save. You will see which companions I picked. And quests. Also, I have the quest sorted by theme, I guess. That's looking weird. I am. Where? What? Oh, okay, no, I remember now. I was like, I have way more quests. I dragged them all towards the end. That's why I scared myself. It's like half of my quests are gone. So anyway, it is a light install because it's only things that fit that one character. But now, a moment of truth. Let's see what happens. It was working this morning. But then I decided to optimize my meshes. I decided to optimize some of the DDS files as well. And neither process was run fully and the game wasn't started since then. I also did a couple of tweaks in the Morrowind INI. Nothing crazy, but you know. Take your time, Morrowind. We're cool. No rush. It's launching, is it? Not. It is! Yes! FPS is not great. Like in town, I've got 10. 11 if I look at my feet. So there's that. FPS is not great, but memory is really good. And And when I last tested, I did play up to level 2. Okay, there's a lot of playing. And I didn't have crashes. Extremely rarely, so we'll see how it goes. Morrowind launches when it feels like it. Yeah, that's just level 2. Damn right. Damn right. Whew. I got my hoodie on, but I'm thinking might be a little too hot. It's not even cold. It's quite hot. Yes, this is a wearable blanket, and it's also very, very soft. Oh, there's already so many mods. You know, things like right click to exit any menu. I don't think. Oh yes, I did remove them. All right, moment of truth, people. Moment of truth. It's that's, I know I have to fix that. It's not a hoodie, it's hoodie without an H, but yes, it's really cool. It's so warm. It's also a kitten trap. Like when we lay it out on the bed and we put Latte on this, he has to start making cookies almost immediately. So, so that's cool. All right, we are in. I think it's let there be darkness, necro edit, that makes my dark really, really dark. That's something I'll have to tweak later on. I wish Morrowind Rebirth didn't have so many compatibility issues too. To be fair, Morrowind modded. Morrowind, like the philosophy of Morrowind Rebirth, it's a one mod for everything. It's fully compatible with itself. That's the way it is. But if you happen to want more than what is in Rebirth, which is already quite a lot, then yes, it does get a little tricky to get everything to work. Jager, thank you. We're good. We don't need promotion for my channel. We're fine. A little I don't know how many, small committee. We're happy. Thanks. All right. My character is a succubus. Ah. She's got gorgeous hair. I'm well, why not? She's supposed to be beautiful, so I went all the way. Yeah, for the UI, I tried to do something that would leave most of the screen free, even though my companions are gonna be way, way up there, below my health and everything. It took a while to get used to looking up for my health, but because the enemies have their health bar above also, it's kind of where I'm looking during a fight. So we'll see. Outlander, hello. Welcome on in. Le chaton cuisine sur la couverture. Oh, yeah, that's what he does. But let me see. There we go. Le chaton is a little bigger than a kitten now. He's not even a year old, but it's the fluff, okay? It's the fluff. That's the way it is. Le gros matou. Yeah. He's not big. It's like, seriously, it's the... Look. Bro, it's the fur. It's so thick. Sorry, get on. I was defending your honor. Telling people you're not big. Right? My character. Now, what is more important, the cat or Morrowind? Morrowind, no, the cat. Let me see, let me show you my character. So she is a dark elf with masculine ancestry. Therefore, with blood of the Dremora and the class is succubus, she's not a full-out succubus just yet, okay? She's just a Dunmer with a little bit of dark seducer blood, which is why I picked, oh no, it's gone, which is why I picked, hey Variel, welcome on in, Happy New Year. which is why I picked green eyes for her, even though as a Dunmer she would have red eyes. But I decided, first of all, it's an extremely pretty face, though the lighting makes it look a bit weird. It's an extremely pretty face, and I decided that the green eyes was just a sign of her ancestry. So that's the way it is. We're not doing hand to hand. Let me see. I mean, yes, she has hand to hand, but she's not really good. She did get the gloves from ahead of the classes. But honestly, the way I see her fight is use her Tento that comes with the class to paralyze, and then finish off with absorb health that she's already proficient enough to cast. That's the idea. They are most with compatibility for rebirth too, I guess. There's actually is quite a few things, and Izzy is right. Depending on what you want, like what you love the most about Morrowind Rebirth, if it's the cities, then try Beautiful Cities of Morrowind. It's also like a complete change. Oh crap! I'm afraid I just put my hand in the heart and the heart is gone. To think I went through the trouble of making a little heart shape on my latte, and I just put my hand in it. Well done me. Well done me. To be fair, Beautiful Cities of Morrowind, you're also going to need tons of patches if you want to have other mods. But we will see. Julia, hello, good morning and Happy New Year. Welcome on in. Billy Fighter, hello, it is Morrowind. Have you heard of that game? Some people mod it a lot. Did you know? Paul, salut, Happy New Year. Some boomer game. Is it boomer when it's 20 years old? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. To be fair, Rebirth, I rarely play with it, and there are a number of things that I don't like because the mod does so many things. Like, the more things a mod does, the higher chance there's something in that large mod that you're not gonna like. That's just the way it is. But when I play it, there's always something where I go, oh, I like that. That's cool. That's nice. And if anything, it's very refreshing. So, boomer game with lots of numbers and words. Things to read? You have to read? Can't you just click and go straight? I quite like the dungeons in Rebirth. I do. And that's something you don't have. Like, if you just want city overhauls and you don't want Rebirth, Beautiful Cities of Morrowind done. Or if you don't like that, try the Enwa overhauls or Mika's overhaul. Like, there are other things that you can install fairly quickly and simply and have all your city overhauls. But dungeons? You're thinking of Pong when talking about boomer games. Pong, just that. Anyway, that's my character. That's what she is. Rules for that character. This is not permadeath because I want to actually get involved in the character. That's what it is. And I'm a little fed up of being level 1, level 2. I love creating the character always, but I want to play a little bit. So that's it. Also, I need shoes. In terms of replaces, I have Intelligent Textures, Atlas, Optimization Patch, mostly, and then Better Bodies, Faces, and things like that. Also, I believe I installed, oops, that's it. Goodbye. I installed less generic NPCs. Why not? It's been a while, so instead of just clicking through the blue topics, I should, take a look and make sure it's not something new. The reason why he says goodbye is because I have the 2 Speechcraft mod Talking Matters and Speechcraft Overhaul, is it? Silvertongue and Talking Matters and Buying Games and Smart Merchant or Traders. So we shouldn't get too rich too quick. That's the idea. Talking about seducing, I have Charming Touch, and to be honest, to start with Absorb Health and Charming Touch, I do have Command Humanoid. This character will be a true succubus when she's able to cast that successfully. I think this is when we'll know, we'll go, aha, that's what it is. She can now command humanoids. But one rule that I want to impose on this character, we want to focus on male NPCs. Just because that way it adds some roleplay and gameplay elements. So Charming Touch only used on male NPCs, Command and Seduce only used on male NPCs, not because it would be wrong to seduce and charm, you know, another female, but for the roleplay, that's the way it's gonna be. Meaning also, whenever possible, we'll try to avoid talking to other female unless it's a quest or something. Yeah, more like a Black Widow, like really the. I mean, I was gonna say with the archetype fantasy succubus, but I don't know that the succubus, the archetype fantasy succubus. A treat for latte. I don't have anything here. I had to move everything. Okay, I'm gonna go get the treat for latte. It's important. I'll be right back. Oh, latte has heard something. Get down. It's for you. I haven't set up the second camera. You go get down. Is that a good treat? Yeah. Munch. You do know how to eat. Well done. He's actually having a bit of a hard time. It's because he's asleep. You big fluff. Was it good? Yes. Latte likes the latte. And since I put my hand in it, it's like, ooh. But I need my hand. I need to play now. Okay, good. That's good. Sorry, get down. Oh, a great big stretch. That's right, he's gorgeous and you can't see him anymore. Hey, Mantis. The Drunken Mudcrab did a Morrowind, Oblivion, Daggerfall, and Skyrim with a single character, which was a great idea. Latte. This is a private thing, okay? Not for you. Great. That's all the rule I have. We do not seduce female characters. Let's see how it is. I don't know, like, I already know that I don't want to be doing menial tasks, for sure. Neb, hi, long time no see indeed. It's like, at least last year, definitely. How are you doing? So, no menial tasks for her. I mean, at first, when we're really poor, maybe, but we'll try to avoid doing menial tasks. Apart from that, I don't have an idea in terms of alignment and more like the chaotic lawful thing. I mean, we're a succubus. I don't know we're going to be necessarily evil. I don't know that we want to be a petty thief either. I don't think I want to be a petty thief. So the question is killing 5 rats a menial task? No, because it's not like labor, you know, scrubbing the floor is a menial task. But fighting requires skills. Not everyone can do it. And don't tell me anyone can kill rats. I know many characters that die trying to kill one rat. Okay. But we'll see how it goes. The hair is so pretty. I love the details on the earrings as well. The dress is from, it's Planky's Hilgia Seamstress. Really lovely. All right. So, petty thievery and things. Are we, in fact, not cleaning the census office? That would be a yes or a no. Unless I see a diamond. Like, no, slaughterfish egg. For a second, I thought, is gold digger a possibility? Yeah, because this character would definitely order somebody to do something for her than do it herself, especially if it's dangerous. So I'm not saying we're role-playing another egg. I'm not saying we're necessarily role-playing a gold digger, but I think she likes the money, but not the work. Oh crap, that is the definition of a gold digger, isn't it? Mod check. Wear them 30 gold Hackable leaves. Yeah, I mean, if they're worth that much, I don't think they're worth that much. But what about bread? Well, right now, I don't think she's looking for a particularly... But the silver! Come on, guys, it's silver. We're picking it up. We have to. Oh, my flint looks... Oh, because I installed HQ Clutter. That's why I don't recognize... like, only want the silver. I can imagine picking up the plate and going, don't want no crab meat. And that's silver. Okay, good. Like, her security is 5? Yeah. Hey, maybe she's got a secret hidden talent. And alcohol, but not the cheap stuff like this. Oh, bummer. My mercantile is so low. I do not know the price of things. So until our mercantile gets better, we'll go purely by the looks. Pretty, we want. Ugly, we leave. That's just the way it is. Something about a werewolf. What did you say about werewolves? I missed it. She can only enjoy meals, no random raw ingredients. Yeah, proper meal. And of course, I have Ashfall installed. But we are not gonna be chopping wood and cooking things. Bong the werewolf with a silver plate. That's what it was. So whenever possible, we'll pay for a meal in an inn to have a proper warm meal. If not, bread, you know, something ready to be eaten. Okay, let's take a look. That's not good, crashing out of Satanin. I did tell you that I didn't check anything. It could be animations. It is animation. a whole bunch of animation. Oh, but that's an error that I used to get with my previous install and I was not getting in this one. What have I done? I mean, I know I did the mesh optimizer things, but yeah. My walk forward animation. All right, that's fine. I know what we need to do. I need to put my backup animations back where they belong. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, the problem is I have the animations, but where did they go? Let's restore the basic animations for starters. Yes, base anim is the one we want. Yeah. Like, I did know that it would mess up animations, but I didn't have a chance to... What am I gonna do? I know. Let's just make a quick folder. Not a link, stupid. And just put the folder there and install all of it. Yep. That might be a quick and hacky way of doing things, we'll see. Just don't... Yeah, that's another solution. Don't walk. Just don't walk. Don't you know the folder when I put it there? I would have thought that's enough. Anims. Oh, maybe I have to restart MO2 though. I don't know that it detects it like on the fly. Oh well. Playing a stuck-up mage made me wish I could get takeout from inns to avoid campfire cooking. Yeah, but you can with Ashform. Oh, takeout. No, I get not as such. You're right. Like you can have your food right now. Oh, you see it, but you don't know what to do with... Oh, because it's not in data files. Okay. Okay. I shall help you understand what is going on, MO2. How do you feel about it now? I need to restart again. What do you say now? Okay. This is like a Hail Mary. I'm just throwing all the files in there. And hopefully we're good. Come on, MO2, you can do it. Let's see. I should have taken a look at the other warning files, but animations we know. Dagoth eats sounds... I don't know. MM6, are we talking about Heroes of Might and Magic 6? What's the advantage of using MO versus MO2? got a weird warning I've never seen. MO2 knows to handle MWSE files. That's one thing. Okay. I'll try to go out straight away and see if that fixes it. You're not giving me the yes to all? It sounds like more things were just sort of switch back to default. That's weird. I'm using MO2. Version 2.4.4. So MO2, I'm fairly certain it is MO2. But I know that originally Mod Organizer didn't know how to handle MWSE folders, so it would not install them. But now it does. I've never used MO. Is it significant? Is it better than Rymash? Well, as you can see, I am using MO2, but I'm also using Rymash because Rymash can do things. I don't know what that is. It's like Mod Organizers was reset to its default because that and that was definitely on, and Distant Land already existed. I mean, all I really want are these. Why was MGE sort of reset? And why don't you see all of these mods? Maybe my quick fix was not a good idea. Maybe I should have tried to change things just a few hours before the stream. Typical. It's so good to be back. I use mash, mlogs, test recommend for mod management, and the enchanted. Those are good. Honestly, for the longest time, you can make do. You can do, not make do. You can definitely do without MO2. You cannot do without Rymash. Okay, these are the animations that I want. Base. I don't know this one. I don't know. I'm not sure how to just, you know, keep the ones that I need and get rid of the rest. But the biggest problem is why, oh why, when I run MGE, it doesn't see all of the mods. That is the most worrisome. Where's my in? I'm looking for my yes to one. This is my, yeah, no, that's not my INI. This is back to the default. This is back to the default INI, which is weird. Which is why when I opened MGE, it didn't show me any mods, though these are there. Okay. Let's go back. Arachneal Soul. I don't think so. Mostly, I knew I was doing something stupid, and I knew I didn't have time to test it. And with Morrowind, you reap what you sow. What I want to try and do... You're getting a bit messy, aren't you? Let's just restore... yes, no. Let's just restore the ones that we have. And I'm going to put the default ones. That's what I want. And we find the default one in the clean Morrowind that has nothing. They're here. My base anim. Then we want the XNIF anim. And we want the KF anim. This is definitely something that we do need. They're the basic ones. Let's see how it goes with that. And before I enable this one, you're my base animations. Man, meme that. Morrowind is not gonna crash because of a typo. Let me see if MGE is really completely reset. I don't know how that was reset. That worries me, because MGE is kind of a, you know, you learn something new with every install. That is very, very true. See, I'm getting this thing. I don't know what that is. That looks like an MO2 error. Doesn't look like a Morrowind error. "40 people? My gosh, I should start streaming for a whole month more often." MO2 lets you save backups of modlist. Yes, basically what it has is profiles. And did I click on this? I do wish to continue. There we go. See? Okay, this is wrong. This is wrong. I've worked it like an idiot. I really, really have. Restarting the PC, you know. It's close. I want to restart MO2 because it sounds like MO2 is having a difficulty. But I can show you what it does. You have this. It's also quite slow because I have so many things. You have this profile. So this is my default profile where I have installed a whole bunch of mods, but then I can duplicate it and say, well, for this particular install, I'm going to enable that mod, that mod, that mod, and that mod, rather than this other mod, this other mod, and this other mod. So my default, you see, has nothing selected, and I got a feeling that's what I'm getting when I open MGE. So give you another try, MO2. Come on. So it's quite nice, but it's not absolutely necessary either. Let's go back to my succubus. It's not like it actually is. I thought you were making a Windows joke, you know? Because, well, it is a Windows joke. Let's see. The link is, but I believe you. Let me see what MGE says. No moving around the chair, I keep forgetting. Restarting MO2 might have been enough. restarting MO2. Like I'm getting what I'm supposed to get. Okay. I don't know why that happened, but we have our distant LAN. I have my settings the way I had them before. Good. Like, you know, restarting the computer is an IT joke, but it comes from facts. It is true that restarting your computer with Windows at any rate often helps. All right, so this is good. I want now to enable my base animation because we have unborked our MO2. We still need to unbork our... Didn't I put my base mamim is what I want. Let's see. The only reason why I've switched to ML2 is because I still do to some extent. You're looking, yeah, not you. I don't have as much as I used to have, but if I go to my Elder disk, I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 installation of Morrowind, but I used to have more than that. Basically, for every particular playthrough, I would have a different install. That indie, I'm keeping it because I'm still hoping to salvage indie and finish that. Clean has nothing in it. New, I don't know what I thought I would do with it. Maybe nothing. But I used to have many, many more installs, which effectively does the same thing as the profiles, really. It's even a little faster because switching from one profile to the other, yeah, that's why you're not showing, actually does take quite a bit of time. However, it was really, and I still do sometimes thinking, oh yes, I'm updating a mod, and then I go, oh crap, did I update it in my modding install or in my current install because, you know, I wanted to play it and test it straight away? Don't I have a way of refreshing things? Create backup? No. List option? No. Without having to, you know, restart. There we go. Okay. Found the way to refresh it. Let's go with base animations. Let's do this, guys. Spend more time troubleshooting often other people's installs than I have been playing Morrowind. It is Morrowind, people. Enjoy. Oh. So yes, the reason why I use MO2 is because I want to have all my mods ready, and then when I make a fresh install, I just tick the mods that I want for this particular character rather than extract them again for my new install. I don't know, it feels a bit faster, it feels a bit more efficient. And mostly when I update a mod, I update it here, like in the folder, and I know it's crap. Let's see what happens, but it's given me the same thing. I've got a feeling it's trying to load, you know, MO2. When I open MGE, thought that I had no mods installed. I'm fairly certain that MO2 is not registering all these mods. Now, is your problem with this? Which feels a bit crazy to me that this would be the problem. I might have to restart the computer. It's such a shame. Let's see what happens when I launch it now. I don't really see why having those base animation would be the problem. Alright, do you give me the error after I restarted you? Really have to be patient. You have to be patient to mod Morrowind, first of all. Don't give me, you're giving me the error. And when it gives me that error, it forgets. It forgets about what's in the virtual folder. So it does launch Morrowind, but none of the plugins are selected. Plan B, we're gonna play a vanilla Morrowind. That's something that I want to do at some point, but I don't know that I'm able to. I was in the registry settings for something else today, so I might go back in and do that. Only mind that Windows update because they tend to cause random issues. Every time Windows updates, my sound settings, see, admin is not even, that's one. My sound setting gets all wonky, and I need to tell again, no, you're playing this, you're playing this. I don't understand how injecting these, it looks like an MO2 thing. Not vanilla-esque with 150 mods? No, that's way too much to be vanilla-esque. It looks like an MO2 error, but I don't know why. The only thing I've done is enable or disable a file with meshes. Okay, you're not working. It's so weird because Rymash is the virtual file is there. And I'm sorry, but even if I launch the game, if I can't launch it with this, I won't be able to walk forward. And we talked about walking backwards, but that's not going to take us very far. I'll try. If that doesn't work, I'll test that my Flex install, my default install is still working. If it's not working, then I don't know. I just don't know. Then I switch to my old permadeath install, but that's going to be so nasty. I do have my retro still there. Do you give me the error when I start you? Come on, Morrowind. I was actually looking forward to playing. I mean, modding is fine. VFS. What did you do? You've changed the order of my plugins. You have unselected a bunch of them. A whole bunch of plugins have been unselected, and the load order of at least the master files has been changed as well. That's some sorcery right there. And why did you? Okay, it will be faster to say, you know what, load everything, do it, I need to run mlocks again. All right. However, we do not actually want to load everything in our game. Specifically, we do not want ground cover mods. Saplings and golden reed. Now, these two mods are not really intended to be used as ground cover, but I always use the load order backup on MO2. It happens to you sometimes, but clearly I think it's not Morrowind. I mean, Morrowind did crap out because of the animations, and that's on me. But then MO2 did a weird thing on me there. We want to disable vert coral reeds, Remirose's grass. And I also want to disable services restored. Maybe I hid it already. Or I'm just blind. There it is. I was just blind. And the other one I want to disable, oh, wares. Not the whole wares, but oh, you two are not for me. They require expansions that I do not have. I want to disable wares NPC purist. We don't do no purist game here. Okay, mlocks, fix it. It is true, Julien, when you do it, especially if you do it manually, then you know you did something wrong. To be fair, it's happened to me that Rymash would crash for some reason, like when repacking mods. The mod installer in Rymash is inferior to the mod installer in MO2. For everything else, Rymash does as well or better, and definitely more. Yes. Now everything should be green again. We are back to my mod selection with my load order. I actually really enjoy doing manual installations. The only thing is, like, if you're willing to reinstall your game regularly, then it's fine. Like, you would go, there we go, all the mods are loading. We're back to where we were. What's the time? I don't know the time. Yes, I do have the time. We're back to where we were an hour ago. As in, the game starts. I cannot promise you we'll be able to walk forwards because I've only added the base animations. We'll see. We'll see how it is. But when Rymash crashed, it would forget which mods are enabled, which mods are installed, and that sort of thing, and the order. So I do prefer the mod installer of MO2. That is normal. We know about it. What I really like is to say, all right, for this install, I'm gonna be using Verts trees, and for that install, I'm gonna be using better heads. To be fair, the last time I tried better heads for the retro, I was like, wow. Once upon a time, this was it. That was what we loved. All right, let's go test immediately. So we know what's going on. I'm gonna test after I steal the silverware, so I don't have to steal it again. Flynn is good alcohol, okay? It's fine. Looks like last time, yeah. I was fairly lucky last time. Silver or shiny, we pick up. We pick up. Cheap booze, we don't care. I'm having bread because the food they served us on the boat sucked. Hey Luz, welcome on in. All right, ready? Ready for nothing? I fully expect a crash because of those animations doing weird stuff. It's like the animations of all the creatures are worked. This is fine. We know about that. Happy New Year, indeed. Have a good time. I don't know. It's like the animations of every creatures are borked. I'm not sure how to solve that at all. A cursory Google of that MO2 error suggested it would be an antivirus messing with MO2. I mean, MO2 is fine. Mercury Bar, welcome back. Lovely to see you again. MO2 is fine. I don't know why it crapped out, but I think it's fine. The real problem is, well, the rest, like Morrowind. I'm reintroducing all the animations, but what really surprises me is the fact that I do not have creature replacers. I mean, I do not have creature replacers. Not true. Core creature replacer. I'm not. Core mesh, body, gear, UI, skybook, creature. These are the creature replacers that I have. This, like none of these is the mud crab. I have the correct UV mud crab. Fair enough. But like the cliff racers were not happy either, and there's nothing here. This might actually do something, but you know, it's not a mod with animations anyway. It's just a plugin. I don't know. Funny writer, hello. MCP. Like, I mean, I had MGE sort of reset itself to things. Could MCP have done the same? I don't need to launch it from here, actually. We may check the state of MCP. Like, I have been playing. I know I did something today. I did tweak the innie a little bit, but so we still have anything there, base mechanic, anything and everything there. I do want this actually. Everything there. Everything that I normally have is there. International, we don't care. And bug fixing, everything is there, but let's reapply the patch. Especially when this does that. And which one were you talking about, Pony Rider? Improved animation support. Is that in the beta version? I'm at family home for New Year's and left my 20-something kilo rig at my flat. Do you feel naked and like something is missing? I don't see the improved animation feature. Would that be in visuals? No. Anyway, we've applied the patches. That's the thing. It's on a mess specific and it was on David. Hello. I see it there. I've reapplied the patch, which may or may not help. The real question is, that's what I want to do. What I want to do is start the game with nothing but then quick car. Let's make sure that the base game is working properly. Because if I have borked something to the core of it, yes, you do that, that's fine. MG is happy. Hitting so many walls, that's modding for you. If I can't play today, then we'll keep on modding, like actually working on the mod. Hey Danina, Happy New Year. Because I don't have better bodies. Just let me go to Sadamin. Alright. Base game is fine. People have no necks, but it's fine. Once upon a time, this water was, you know, was the stuff. Once upon a time. One thing that I don't mod anymore is the sky. Like vanilla sky, I think is really fine. And with vapor mist on top and weather presets. Okay, this is good. As beautiful as the day we met it. Yes. It is, right? All right, that is good. So it's something else that is working. Working my game. Hey Skink. Even the night sky, like I have actually, let me see, are we in order? We're not in order. I actually have some sky replacer mods ready. Watch the skies and weather adjuster. I said vapor mist, but it's watch the sky, vapor mist, and weather adjuster. I do like this moon as well. But then I have a couple of night skies that are beautiful on their own. Replace the UI, replace the trees. I'm not going to find them quickly, obviously. There we go. Star Wars skies, honestly, new Starfield, really nice, all good. But then I don't feel like I need it. So you want to play the game of guess which mod is borked? It's a fun game. You select half of your mod, so 180 mods, give or take. 360. Actually, 560 with a ground, including TR. Sorry, I'm looking at TR, including Lua. I haven't selected those. I want those. I do want those. I'm gonna do a thing. Let me select my 300 mods. Nah, it's gonna take too much time. I don't feel like disabling half of the mods. So instead, because it was creatures all around that were crapping out, let's go with disabling all the creature mods. Morrowind is your favorite game. Right now you run 50 to 60 mods. Now that is a true light install. Are you using OpenMW? Replacer. I don't know. Armor, clothing, accessories, weapon. This is the gear. And here I have no creature replacer at all. Let's see. Typically, I mean, that's from talking to people. I find that people with OpenMW tend to have lighter mod lists, possibly tend to have a more purist approach to modding. And that's not saying it's better or worse. That's what I noticed talking with people. 60, like how can... All right, I have to take into account that merge object. At least I need to rerun merge object. Come on. I keep telling people, merge your level list. If I don't do that myself. Hey Glisp, how is it going? You have to be so patient, like, just give it the time. Thank you. I still need to check because I am not 100% sure that test 3 merge excludes merge objects when it runs. I would assume it does by default, but I'm not 100% sure. I've never done the test. I mean, it should be fairly easy to test, but you see how long it takes to enable a mod, disable a mod, launch, build a virtual drive. I don't have time. It took me 20 years to figure out how to use Rymash correctly, and worth it. Honestly, it really is. But lots of people really still enjoy manual installation. Denina, I think you're doing a manual install. And most famously, Dark Elf Guy is still installing his mod manually. I'm very happy that way. He has, I've shown you, I have 5 Morrowind installs, and that a lot less than before because now I can do profiles on MO2. Crap, I forgot. He told me, but I don't want to lie and I don't want to exaggerate, but I think he told me he's got at least 30 Morrowind installs. But he installs things manually, which is fine. Still too stubborn to use MO2 because it means making a new install, and that also means I need to get all of my mods set up. Yeah, at the same time with manual install, it's kind of hard to go, oh, I suspect this mod is the problem. I'm going to uninstall it. You can deactivate the mod. That's one thing. But if the mod replaced a vanilla mesh or a vanilla texture or icon, like even the tiniest thing, you can't properly clean the mod. You can't probably remove the mod from your install. Now, some mods and modders are super organized where if they have new meshes and new textures, they have their own subfolder, so you can effectively remove everything from that mod. But to properly uninstall a mod manually, especially many of them, then that gets more complicated. Merge object, you go up there. Oh, I do the installs manually, but creating the multipatch and the merging with, yeah, you have to use a tool. Though Mercury Bard, you're using multipatch, so you're using Rymash. I mean, if you want to, but test3 merge, which is just an exe, and you see it opens, it loads, boom, done, does level list, like multipatch, does the fixes that multipatch, actually does more fixes than multipatch, and it also merges object. So you don't have to do merge object and multipatch. You just use test3 merge and you're done. Enable the next mod. We're not gonna go very far. That's what I've been finding. MO2 makes things much less overwhelming with huge number of mods. It's easier to keep track. It is. It is. Okay, and we're going, I'm not even starting Rymash. I want to see if disabling any creature replace a mod fixes my mud crabs and my cliff racers. There's a fairly good chance it doesn't. And if it doesn't, I guess we'll, I don't know, but start thinking about it. Like, I really don't think it's bad to install manually. I do know from experience that first, okay, at least I'm getting some errors and that's good. We'll see. I was installing manually. I tried the installer with Rymash, but honestly, it's kind of long and everything. Having, you know, bitten the bullet and installed things with MO2, I know that I wouldn't go back. It doesn't mean that one is worse than the other. But like when you know, when you've tried and you know yourself that you wouldn't go back and you feel that it's a lot easier, then people don't understand why you would want to make it harder on yourself by not using a tool. But the tool itself can be rather overwhelming. Like, yes, I have removed things. I didn't even clean the save game because test3 command and test3 merge are different. Yes, test3 command only does level list and a couple of fixes like fog in the cells, things like that. Test3 merge does all of that plus merges objects, which before, to merge your objects, you would use a test tool. And you do want to merge your objects. All right. Moment of truth. Start thinking, if this is not working, what do we do instead? Start thinking about it. Yeah. Yep. Okay, I saw that message. I did remove things without cleaning. Is that all it is? Because all of these errors are due to not cleaning properly. And here come the animations. So I still have the animation problem. The real problem, I can clean the save game and it will stop looking for all the creatures and the script on the creatures. So Irish Gypsy Man, hello, Happy New Year, welcome on in. Yeah, I do agree that on the internet, it's like, it's not because something is better for you that it is necessarily better for everyone. And even if objectively, empirically, it is really better for everyone, it's not your call to decide for others. But it's so hard for well, a lot of people to accept or maybe just even understand. And then on the internet, like, where egos and tempers fly even higher than everything else. There we go. Oh, you mean in my install loose? I have disabled all of my creature mods. Did I put them in actors? Right now I have disabled them, all my core creature mods. Extra things for creatures is there as well. I need to check the actors. Come on, MO2, thank you. First off. I look at the core actors, friends and foes. That's only NPCs, water life, but that's new creatures. The ego is especially why I just do my own thing and ignore all the gushing about MO2. I find it more trouble than it's worth, which is fair. In the time I spent messing with it, I could have had half of the game installed. And like everyone has their flow. So these are my actors and I don't really have creatures in there. Replacer, card gen, new gear, new armor, new clothing, new accessory, new weapon, new items. I may have a lot of new items in my game. Okay. I like shopping in my game. Gameplay element, actors. What do I have here? Sure, I can remove this one. But the arrows I was getting was for cliff races, mud crab. And I think the only reason why I was getting those arrows for cliff races and mud crabs is because they're the ones in that cell. So yeah, I think it's time to think of a plan B. Plan B. I'm gonna give you. That's a very good point, Mercury Bard. Though to be fair, when you've done your thing. When you install a mod from MO2, it's honestly very easy to just open. Sorry, this is big. When I teach classes and I share my screen, I make it really big for my students. But it's really easy when you install a mod to read the README right there. Like, the wrong thing to do is go OK without looking at what you're installing. But the README is really like, I open, I see manual, I go, oh yes, there's a README. So I like shopping in Nexus mod. Yeah, me too. It's like, ooh, what else is new? What do you have in store? You will hear skeleton sounds when NPC dies sometimes. That's weird. And that's the problem I had doing a manual install and having many mods and, you know, switching mods, because after some time it's virtually impossible to say if the error you're getting now is because of a new mod, that the last mod you've just installed, which is not so bad, or if it's because of a little error that you had before that on its own did nothing, but now it sort of pops up with that mod. Like, it becomes incredibly hard to troubleshoot things. Says the girl who cannot start her Morrowind properly. But that's a different thing. You know what we're gonna do? I know what we're gonna do. No, because that's not gonna help. When I check the permission tab and it's all green, yeah. All the readmes are named readmes, but if you read them, that's why. If you read them from here, then it doesn't matter because you don't need to extract it to read it. I can read my thing and then say, well, I don't want to install you, and there. They are perks. Okay, let's think about options, guys. Let's think. Option 1. We go with a near vanilla as I can possibly stand. That's one option. Don't jump on that one just yet. Option B, I fire up the old Morrowind retro, but I know there's so many new mods and so many updates there. It's gonna be so hard to run a Morrowind with mods I know are outdated. We can actually mod, as in make a mod. I don't know that I have many more options to suggest, to be fair. Or we can, no, there's a fourth option. We can troubleshoot old school, where I'm going to disable most of the mods, start Morrowind, see if it's good, until I identify where the problem comes from, which I will have to do eventually. So let me sum up. Near vanilla Morrowind, really old Morrowind, troubleshooting Morrowind by enabling and disabling half of the mods every time until we narrow it down to the problem, or mod, as in make a mod. What do we do? Do I have yes, hang on, I can do things properly. What next? Option 1, near vanilla Morrowind. Option 2, super old Morrowind. Option 3, troubleshoot Morrowind. Option 4, mod a mod. You decide. I can't. It seems you're most afraid of option 2. I don't know. Either retrogram or troubleshooting. Just vote for one or the other. You might need to have the exclamation mark. Perfect. Is the exclamation mark enough, or you need like that? That's it. Exclamation mark, vote, and then the space and the number. It's just, do you have, like, when you play Morrowind, and you know that half of your mods need to be updated, or there are newer mods that do the same thing better, doesn't that bother you as you're playing? Like, the back of your mind, aren't you thinking, I really should have updated my mods, I really should have installed that new one instead? Don't you? I know I do. And that's why I got also burnt out, because essentially a Mercury Bard, I don't know, your vote will be taken into account, but I'll add it at the end, especially if there's a tie, then I know you voted 3. Yeah, I had the feeling, because every Sunday I was thinking, you know what, I'm gonna vote 3 for you, Mercury Bard. So my vote is your vote. So I'm not sure it counts if I do it like that. Let's see. Also, maybe I was too late. Troubleshoot? That's what we're doing? Troubleshooting. Okay, let's do this. Let us do this. I'm on Succubus. I'm keeping this one on. We're going to disable all the mods that add things. Let's try to run with only the core mods. and see what happens. All the replacers disabled. And we are left with the core mods only. Actually, I did realize there were a couple of core mods that I wanted to move. In my core UI in particular, I don't want the red hand anymore. Is that the one? I think that's the one. It makes the icon quite big, and then I can't see. I have the eye, you know, when you're sneaking, and the hand on top of it, and I can't tell if I'm successfully sneaking or not. I think that's the only one I wanted to disable. All right, I am going to disable merge object because I don't want to rerun it every time we launch the game to see whether it's working or not. All right. This is all our core mods, including the core replacers. I'm going to not have the core replacers. We're keeping them. It should be about, you know, half of the mods, 126. I've seen a guitar version of Nerva Rising and I'm tempted to try it. Oh, definitely do. There's so many on YouTube. There's the piano that is quite beautiful. What do I have that wants nod? I think it's the Wear's Patch. Piano cover that is really quite beautiful. There's violin that's quite nice. I should have paid attention. Like MO2 is actually telling me it doesn't have the master it needs. That's the only one. Okay. 1.1 attempt. I don't know that I must have listened to a guitar cover, but if you can play it, it's even better. Hello. FF Scarce is looking for a base animation background. That's weird. I'll disable that. It's really weird because Scarce itself is 100% Lively's drum cover. That's, you know what, here's my excuse, and I realize it is, I didn't put a quick start mod, I don't think. Oh yes, I do. I have Murlocs. Here's my pathetic excuse for not practicing the drum. I put my old tablet so I can do the lessons and, you know, do the lessons, but it's an old tablet, and when I go, okay, let's do some drums, and I go for it, and the tablet is dead, not charged. Ooh, that's the error message I was getting. Okay. Also my mouse, this is not more, it's my mouse, but the right button of the mouse is not working. It's a test of patience. Core mods. Core mods are good. Look at that. This is gorgeous. That one. Well, we're good. So let's go and enable more mods. The wall is really gorgeous. So yes, my sad excuse. Whenever I want to play, I realize that the tablet is not charged, so I plug it in to charge. But obviously, by the time I go, oh, I should play, it is not charged anymore. And I could just go and do, you know, tim tim tum, bim bim bam. But I really prefer either to follow a lesson or try to learn a song. And I can't do that without the tablet. That's how it is. Okay. To be fair, I really want this enabled. I should have selected multiple at a time. As well as you and you. For any character. Originally, I was keeping those there, basically the mods that conflict with 4NM or are part of 4NM. But recently, I tried 4NM again, and it does even more than what it used to do. And already at the time when I was using it, there was so much going on. It was quite overwhelming, and I really feel that to play well when you have 4NM, you need to understand, you need to min-max, you need to understand the rules and what perks you're gonna need to make a skill, blah 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 blah. And when I tried it the last time, it was even more, and I had even less idea of what I was doing. And you know, I really like to do a character not based on on what's smart. No. I like to do a character based on what fits the story, essentially. Okay, these are my core mods, and we are good. Let's put the creatures again, just to make sure that they do work. Putting some of those back as well. I'm going to cover the trees and just the trees. 4NM is the name of a really large modern overhaul. I know that in Russian, like 4NM, using the I was going to say Cyrillic. It's not Cyrillic. Crap, now I can't think of the proper name. Using the traditional Russian alphabet, crap, I'm only thinking of Cyrillic. Thank you, Calendar. Thank you. I've missed humiliating myself during the stream. I was thinking Morrowind. Thank you, guys. Cyrillic, not Cyrillic. Anyway, with the Cyrillic alphabet, it looks like 4NM, but it spells chin. So it's like, yeah, it means chin. And it's a really large overhaul mod. It does lots of great things. I really like what it does with magic. But then it's a hardcore mod. Like, you really need to play well and to build your character properly as well. I mean, you've seen my character back when the Morrowind was launching. And like, I chose her background not because I thought, oh, this is a great background and this is going to make her what I can't find, where is my Ramirez, there it is. It's gonna make her better at fighting or surviving. No, it's just that in my mind she's a Dunmer with some dark seducer ancestry. Yes, like this. 4NM, thank you. And so, like, I picked the things because it fits the story. With 4NM, you have to pick the things because that's what's gonna allow you to be good and get good. Vanilla friendly, da da da. Earth. Flora Redux. Let's go with just that. And that. And that. It might be already too much. Let's see. Because I can't imagine how those would have anything to do with the issue we're having. All right, 1.3, let's go. Wasting time, you really like poop. Well, to which their own. I prefer coffee, but hey. Of which I have none left. I have enabled the grass. Let's unenable it. Because I just reactivated it. Okay, here we go again. No grass, no saplings or reed, and no, we're looking for no ground cover, and finally vert. No reeds, no corals. Disable all of that. Not all, just selected. Mod Madness, what a headache. Well, I won't disagree. It's a little puzzle. It's for people who like the problem solving. It's a problem that needs solving. That works. Mostly I have to find what mod is the problem. And when we do, then I think just reinstalling the mod will... See, I'm getting this warning for that, and that makes no sense at all. Enough of Flynn, yeah. Almost 200 bottles of Flynn. Flynn is 100, right? So yeah, that's gonna be lots of Flynn. Not everyone can still it. Wrong. Absolutely everyone can still Flynn. At the census office, there is one. It is there for you to learn how to pick up a bottle and to be told that it's drinkable. Yeah, I mean, it looks like a common robe, and that's what he wears. Is it really a common robe? Because it looks worse than common, doesn't it? It is a common robe. Not even but okay, fine. It is really there to teach you how to pick up stuff. We're still good.
I don't like you much.
Do we have the neck issue? No, it's his shirt. Yeah, no. Neck's restored. Okay. Well, that's good. Just have the problem with this background. Let's enable more modes, right? Vargas looking good. It was so funny when I, launched the game today before I make things go blah. I did go to Sadanin and I did talk to Vargas, and he had the horns from Lucifer's mod, but also it was raining, so he had the horns and he had a crab hat on top of it, which looked a bit funny. Okay, armor replacer. This one. I've been waiting to see you again, Vargas. The crab hat. I'm not sure, I don't remember the name properly, but it's crab hat. I'm going to enable all of the replacers. That I know I want. There. We're about halfway through. We want this. I like all of these, but I know that's not the birth sign I want for this character. Race-wise, I want this one. For the clothes, I absolutely adore the robes. Like, I've never used a race, but the robes, they do have a bit of an Asian feel, because, Akavir, but the robes are so nice that, well, I want it. And this, I want my perks. I want my leveling up mod, I want my factions, my divine providence. I want to test that. I know I haven't enabled a lot, but I want to test that. And next round, I'm going to put back all the armor, clothing, and items. And see what happens. Come on. Thank you. Good there, and there's still one to disable. There, let's do this. Yeah. Yeah. You can select a bunch of mods and then enable or disable just the selected ones. Because it takes so long to enable one at a time. I don't think just there, it's here. I feel a little bit this way about the construction set. Like, I've been redoing wares. Oh no, 6% battery, no. I've been redoing wares, but with the filter at the bottom of the object windows, it is so quick and so easy. You have to imagine this. This is how I made hold it, wares, outlaws at the time, where you have the construction set, and it takes time to load, obviously, and because we want to have all the goodness from TR and OAAB, we know it's gonna take forever to load, but we do it like that. Fine. And now it's so quick. Like, if I almost want to redo my mods, because I know I will be able to do them twice as fast as I did them. But then I think to myself, yeah, even if you do them twice as fast as you did them, you're not saving time, you're just spending more time on them. So say I would have this, whatever list, and I would go, okay, I want to make a list of amulets. So I would go and select all the amulets, and then I go, all right, I do not want anything called deprecated, we're good. Then I do not want anything that is not even in the game. And I would go around, and then I do not want anything that exists only once because they're probably unique, and I would like unselect all of them. And then I go, and obviously I do not want anything that is incredibly valuable, and then I would go and deselect thing. And then when I've gone through all of that multiple times, I would go and drag it there. Typically, that's when the construction set does this horrible thing where it sort of goes vroom and selects everything. And this is how I did all, not these are the new ones, these are the purest lists that I did recently. Like there's a shit ton of them, but it was fairly quick to do. Like seriously, it was quite quick to do, unlike all of these, the classic list, and all of these. Oh my gosh, there's so many lists. When I made wares, and I really thought I'm gonna make it nice and simple so that people can open it up and throw item in the list and they can make their own wares mod. But now I realize it's got thousands of level lists and it doesn't look user friendly. Anyway, now if I want the Nord clothing, I do this and say I want all the shirts that are Nord. Here we go, this shirt, and then I can just manually check those and take the ones that I want. This is so nice, so nice. The improved construction set is miles better. This, and I still find myself, because before, to find something I would go, okay, it's called thingy of thingy, and I would go, no, I wouldn't have that, and you would go like this, the thingy. It's so quick. Every time I download the latest wares update, it's added more plugins. Good thing there's 22. Yes, but I think I'm done for now. The last one I did was furniture, and I also want to do a Morrowind crafting wares, where not only the tools and the raw materials can be found in shops, but I don't want to put too many of those, because Jack and Toccata already included people selling things. But what I want is to have the made furniture in the shops as well, and I don't think we have that yet. Yes, Voy, it's we call it the construction set extended, but really, like, it's a little DLC somewhere. Where is it? It's a little DLL somewhere, rather. It's just there. Oh, I didn't know that, Denina. Is that in the recent version? But it's good. It's really good. But even then, I want to go to a trader and go, oh, they have a pine chair. It will go really, really well with my Ashwood cupboard. So I want, the browsing experience. If they have everything, which is good also, but it doesn't fit the way I want to play the game. I want to browse. I want to go, ooh, this is nice. Maybe if I can find another matching plate, it's gonna be so good. I was at the point where I wanted to test that, I think. Now we just need the CS update combined with a better CS UI. Yeah, those were some nice improvements in terms of readability. Yeah, the one that, yeah, definitely. I know, Luce, you wanted to be able to preview the NPCs, and that would be so good. See, I don't know, it's not that mod that has that mistake, I don't think. It's probably from the anim folder that I have. But there's no plugin associated with it, so whatever plugin loaded last is the one showing. Yeah, NPC preview would be so nice. Here we go again. I have a good feeling that we will find the mod that is a culprit right at the end of the stream, so that maybe next week we can play. Oh, but I find myself, that was another sort of vicious circle that I was in before I took a break. The fact that I never had time to mod my install to perfection, and the fact that I wouldn't allow myself to play unless I was streaming. So I'm going to ask you. We're still good. I'm going to ask you, and this is a very important question. How important is it for you that the game, the save game I pick up at the beginning of the stream is exactly the same one I saved at the end of the previous stream? Am I making sense? You know what I mean? Is it bad if I play Morrowind for a couple of hours on my own? Not important at all. Crap. Do you know how many times like I wanted to play, and I was like, well, no. Play Morrowind all you want. Not a big deal. Okay, good. So next week I will have this installed working in perfect order. I will be level 25. And I'll tell you, a lot has happened. All right, replacer, and I want to do a big, let's do armor, clothing, accessories, and weapons. Not important. That's one of those things. You know how we often hear, oh, communication is so important, and we go, duh, we know, and I know it. But this is an example of how just asking, and asking is not that hard. Like I was like, no. This is the character I play for the stream. Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you guys. We have enabled a whole bunch of mods. Let's go. What I want to do next is disable my base anim folder, the one with my backup, because I'm pretty sure that's the one that's giving the error. And I know why. I know why. I think. I have in this list of mods, I have jamming off that modifies the base anim. It's the one that I really like. If you remember my... yes. If you remember my Geube run, Geube had really cool animations, like, you know, when you Morrowind, you draw your sword and you stay like that. There's, oh yes, the poll. Thank you. I should click on end now. Thanks. I completely... There we go. Yes, the animation where you draw your weapon and you stay like that with the symphony or jamming off. That is the animation, the base animation from the symphony. For 3 seconds, you hold your weapon like that, and then you sort of, you know, you can't really see, but you just let your arms fall. Or if it's a two-handed weapon, I think you toss it over your shoulder, and when you're sneaking, first you sneak, and after a while you just put one knee down, which is cool. Let's try that again. Up. And I do have it there, and I think when I did a backup of all the animation files, I did a backup of that one, and that's the one I have, which is why the background is not showing. So this is one error. I know what's happening. Yes, we'll update the headers when we know all the plugins are good, which we don't know yet. Eric, hello. Thank me for all the tutorials. You're very welcome. Now get modding. Give us mods. But no, joke aside, I'm really happy you find them useful.
I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. I'm a god.
Sing along.
Kill a god. Shame on you.
No cascade.
Thank you, Null, for being here and for allowing us to hear this fine piece of audio that I edited myself. I am so proud of myself. All right. Test. Just a while ago, Null, we were expressing how thankful we are for the new CS extension. Ah! Yes! I was waiting for this. This is what I want. I want the game to crash. Except this is not the errors we had, it's something else. Oh, I know what I did. I enabled the patch for Children of Morrowind. You know, because I'm just grabbing all of them. So that makes sense. MWE for Morrowind Enhanced. And this is the clothing mod, I think. A key shop crate. Exquisite. Yeah, this is the clothing mod. These are not the errors we wanted. Herocrats. It's just I enabled mods that... Which mod? Though. No, Murdercrats. I did take a couple of months off. Like I was, my biggest struggle was that I felt like my Morrowind never was ready, and it's not ready again. Happy New Year, welcome on in. But it's like every Sunday I was failing at getting my Morrowind ready, and so nobody wants to fail every week. So I decided to take a break and, you know, first of all, enjoy the end of the year, and then come back really wanting to mod, which is the case. All right. I'm feeling a little I don't want to think, so I'm just going to disable those. Yeah, we thought about it. There was a poll, okay, and almost nobody picked that option. I was relieved. So instead we're troubleshooting. I'm really confused though, because the errors that I got there... Oh, stupid me. This is not, that's why I'm confused. This is the wrong install. You see why? I've decided to use MO2 rather than have multiple installs. This is where we crashed. We crashed with nothing at all. We'll have to do that again. Oh yes, because that is not finished, but I did not enable that. It's a house. This is modding. Bloody flex. That's the one. That's the one I wanted. And there we go. Okay. Let's go without any weapon or accessory. You mean to look at the virtual file? I mean, I have it there. It's always open. So I hate the virtual file thingy, by the way. Because you can't click and drag mods, and I'm like, meh. I have a separate modding install and I didn't run it. Yeah, that also happens. You go, no, I did update MWSE. Oh, hang on that install, not that one. I was so confused to have errors from the Balmora clothing shop when it's not enabled. I was looking at the wrong warning. Looking good, looking good. Missing the glasses now that I've seen him with the glasses from your mod, Lewis. I'm like, you're supposed to have glasses. Let's have the Flynn for good luck. So this I know. Ready, steady. We're narrowing down on the culprit, apparently. It's one of those. Which is so weird. Let's check the warning. Yeah, that Flynn, so I am in the good. I know about you. This is the same thing. I will restore the original. I'm not sure what is your problem here. I know about you. I don't know why it's giving me all of these. Ah, I still have it though. I don't know where these come from. The mod that has the glasses, I can show you right now. Where's my... there. You want to grab this NPC outfit diversity. And it makes nearly half of the NPCs, I think now, look good. And interesting. I really like what you did with that robe. It looks more common now. Something that more people can wear. What did you change with him? That's only he stands there, right? Ah, I recognize our favorite clothier in town. I can't spot what you changed with the Argonian. I gave him a hood, but he doesn't wear it without the... Oh, I see. I really like the mod that randomly gives hoods and hats to the NPCs. So that's what happened. Anyway, and the NPCs, they look good and all matching. Also look really good. Also look really good. Anyway, look at that. That's the one. You want the MWSC Fashion Win add-on. And they have glasses, Bosmers. Do we have an example? Do we have Fargoth somewhere? He must be around. Bosmers can have the horns as per the lore. I like that the bad guys are wearing new clothes as well because it feels really good to kill them afterwards. You go, yes, they actually attack me. I really like those little boots. I think they look cool. I'm always glad when I find them. This is stupid lady with her glove, isn't it? She's wearing them right now. I can't stand her. Yeah, that was a really, really good time to have the improvements to the construction set. Anyway, this is what you want. On the other hand, sure, I can load, but I'm still getting those, and I don't know where they come from. And that's a bit of a bummer. I used to have them on my old install, and now I got them on this one. And this I don't get. This is the mod that removes the grass, and it's saying that it's missing from the master file. Oh, not sure. To nuke it? No, I've worked way too long. Like, to be fair, it wouldn't be incredibly long. All I have to do is sort of unhide the mods that are already installed, or like so, and then reinstall them, and then whatever the mesh optimizer messed up will be restored. But that's close to 1,000, more than 1,000 mods to reinstall. I might have to. I really might have to, because I'm not sure I see the point continuing enabling mods. Sure, we can load the game, but we'll test it. But I'm fairly certain that when I go around, I'm going to find cliff racers and mud crabs, and they won't have their animation working properly. We'll see. We'll test it. Grep and also check the data tab to see what mod changes animation. What is grep? But like, it's a serious question. I'm not trying to be funny. Is no animes gate breaking? Yes. When there is an error with the animation, typically it's going to make your game crash. It's a search tool. Aha. So like Control F. Isn't that good enough? I'm slowly. What did I do last time? I felt like a true, computer scientist with Visual Studio. I compared two files and I was like, wow, the things I can do now. It's a tool to search file basically. So if you have a variable name, you can use it to find out which mod uses that variable. So like the plugin conflict TSPCD, the Elder Scrolls plugin conflict detector, which is a good tool. However, it goes after 256 mods, it goes, you don't need to load more. It's impossible to have more anyway. Yeah, I like Notepad++ as well, but why did I switch to Visual Basic? Because I was told it would tell me when I forget a comma. True enough, it does. It does. Yeah, to compare mods and see what does what. Oh, I saw that test3 merge also merges land data, which I didn't know it does. Not sure what sort of information that is. Okay, Fargoth looking good. Look at that with his little pouch. Oh, Fargoth, you look so good.
Find someone else to bother?
Come on, Fargoth, let's be friends. I'm complimenting you. I am so torn loose. I absolutely love seeing the NPCs from your mod. It's like so nice. I think I really enjoy seeing the clothes, but I also love the selection of faces and hair that you did. It's super refreshing. But at the same time with wares, and I know wares, it can go, especially when you don't use the purest version, and you have all the wares mod in existence, you get some NPCs. Honestly, they're ready for the circus. That is true. But on occasion, you get that. That is the perfect outfit. And look how, men bags, that's it. That's a super, maybe it's an old thing, but I know that men bags have become super fashionable. And Fargoth gets it. Look at him. Gosh, I love the random bits. I love seeing them dressed, in a perfect way that fits their personality and everything they do. That's not bad either. That's a good look. Look at that. The boots are matching with the vest. And even the line of the skirt. Sometimes it's happened to me that I see an NPC wearing matching shoes, pants and shirts, and I think, is wares not working? But it is. Sometimes they just get really lucky, and very often they wear stupid things. It's super true. But when that happens, I kill them and resurrect them, and the second or third time they do better and they pick better clothes. My guess is all the animations error. Okay. Animations until it crashes. I've made an error. I've made an error in the way that, when we actually loaded the cell, I was like, okay, we're good, but we're not. Morrowind has crashed. Skill. Okay. If I send you the mini dump, Null, you'll be able to determine what's going on. This I know, this is ahead of the classes that goes and looks at things and says, no, you don't need it. You can try. Null to the rescue. Oh, come on, go away. There we go. But anyway, I did make a mistake when the cell was loading fine. I still should have looked at I should have gone further, because like it's not the animation error in itself that makes the game crash. It's like all of them happening at the same time, I think. So let's go back. No. Yes. Unbelievable, guys. We've been live for 3 hours and I haven't played. This feels like a proper Morrowind stream. Like really, really, really. Alright, let's go take a look. Grass actually impacts Morrowind pretty heavily, I have noticed. In what way? I haven't. I so have. No. Look. I mean, let me crash the game. Look. Like I so have. There's no way. On that install, I have updated it. Unless it was another. See? This is the install. So no, MWSC is up to date. And honestly, with the construction set now, I update more than daily. After request, it didn't do it. What memory? Well, certainly it would add memory usage and shaders. Like even if it's just FPS, like 5 FPS for the shaders and 3 FPS for the grass. Well, if you're in Balmora, this can impact memory, but a lot of grass specifically, I doubt it does. It was so beautiful. I had all my grass mod enabled, and so it was like a carpet of green in the bitter coast because it was Vert, Remy's, and Ozzy's. And it was just that, and Riteliers. Now you say got them. Got them what? Got them what? I was yeah. So don't joke now. Like I took it very seriously. Obviously, yes, 2022. I took it very seriously because it has seriously happened that I would update one install and not the other. Gosh, zero sense of humor here. It's a teacher thing, okay? As a teacher, I take any question as an actual question. No problem, no. I'm trying again. I have removed the base sign-in because it's not actually the vanilla one, I don't think. Yeah, it's a thing. I was once a super long time ago, I went to not the gym, it was some sort of a, dance aerobic sort of thing. I don't remember what it was, like steps or whatever it was. That sort of thing, like an aerobics class. And that was in Slovakia. And I was there with a colleague of mine, who's also a teacher, therefore. And we... Yes, I don't know why you're giving me this one. This is from Superstars. And you should not happen. I'm really starting to think that mesh optimizer, because it's thinking that there's no mesh when clearly it was there. And I'm thinking it could be a simple case of the game not recognizing them. No, no, no. Yes. I'm reinstalling it. We'll see if that does it. The save is somewhere, but like that's what I was saying before, Glisp. How do you know the reason? Also, you have a lot of patience to, you know, go again and replay something, says the girl who plays level 1 in Satanin all the time. But still, I want to see if I get that error with Superstar Alchemy mod. If reinstall it fixes it, then I will know that the problem is with the meshes, and my solution most likely is to reinstall my mods, which is not that hard to do. Level 1 is Northeast Source Time is something else. True, it's not the same experience. Even with Mort's rebalance, level 1 in Soul's Time is no joke. No joke. I am getting the error though. I think I will have to reinstall all of the mods, because those animation things are the most troublesome. And I don't think they come from one specific mod. I have Lock-in installed, so I usually go there from the Skull Village, Quailstar. Yeah, that really helps when you can go straight and have a home from the beginning, rather than be lost in the wilderness and in the snow. Nah, it's fine, Danina. That's my fault. And it's not that it's going to be a matter of double clicking and selecting data files and installing it. It's not very hard. It's just a little bit time consuming and unfun. Ooh, somebody is missing a texture. I'm pretty sure I've seen the robe worn. The Berserker's layout and nasty, and it has a werewolf spawn as well. Fighting a werewolf at level 1? I don't wish that on anyone. I'm checking the robe right now. Because I don't think it's inherently borked from the game. Alright, Ken, you're up. Ken has been modeling for me a lot. So the first thing you do, Ken, is your strip. That's right. Yeah. The robe is fine. I'll have to reinstall the mods. At this point, I think that's what it is. Oh, if I need a female model, the poor Ken. I don't know anyone who has had to change gender more often than Ken from Top Test. It's like, poor him. Yeah. Got the gender change, the face change. It's a good face. Everything. He's been a million different people. Anyway, this robe is fine, so I booked it with the rest. I'm just running long enough to trigger enough animation errors that I crash, and I would like to see a cliff racer possibly paralyzed. Ken is a supermodel, yeah. So, oh, you are? Selection? Selection detail is amazing. See, anyway, crab animation gone, and if I find a cliff racer, you will find them sort of floating in the air. And this is wrong. Rats are good, though. Very resistant. Come on, show me a cliff racer. It's like, now, there are no cliff racers anymore. Not this one, Tansy, but thanks. Or maybe they're all paralyzed and, you know, they fell down on the ground and I can't see them, that's why. Anyhow, I think we have verified my my theory. I don't know why that. I'll reinstall the mods. Well, I should not have tried that mesh optimizer. Or I should have done a proper backup or do one thing at a time. Okay, what do I have? This is retro. Indie, perma, warrior. I don't remember what those things are. Terrible. You did have to. And people are doing fireworks again. Yes, they're being noisy, my poor kitten. They're right out the window. Latte was so brave yesterday. There were tons of fireworks and he was quite brave. He chose to not be right behind the window, and I think that's fair. We cannot really blame him for that. We will play a little bit of Morrowind. Little bit. Checking which mod animation error comes from is easy enough. Use the data tab. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna... Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I was really quite surprised that Latte was not terrified. Like he was fine. He was sleeping through most of it. It's just at some point there was one like really close just outside the window, you know, a little one, but so close. That startled him a little. All right. Checking the data tab. No, I do not wish to save the plugin. We're good. We were just testing something. This is the data tab. But how does it help now? Like it lists the mods and the size and when it was modified. Show your warning text. We'll show the file name in the data tab. You can see which okay. We're all getting a lesson in MO2. Well, and when it says 0, 0, it's just a mud crab. My mud crab cannot walk forward. Like, what do I look for exactly? It's not a model. We can go back to the crab. The thing is, I don't have a mod that modifies. The only thing with mud crab is UV, and so that modifies the mesh, I suppose. But I doubt that it changes the bones and the things in it. But we'll take a look. You're back, Ketan. Ketan. What's that? I think he's looking at the light from the camera. Fluffy butt.
Yes.
In the data tab, it's going to be like mesh something, something, okay? Let's find the poor paralyzed crab again. And the nearest one should be over there. I'm not sure I have selection detail enabled, though it should be in the core mods. Take your time, MO2. Take your time. Yes, it is. Okay. Why aren't you popping, window? Yeah. Alright, this is Mudcrab Nil, modified by RP Purist, but I did disable that mod and I was still getting the errors. It has a script. I don't know the animation, but R Cave Mud Crab. Hello, Callus. Started playing Morrowind for the first time a couple of months ago. I think it's my favorite Elder Scrolls games now. Well done. Welcome to the family. A lot of people do feel that way, especially, you know, in this channel. feel free to tell us why you love it. We'll probably agree with you. Mesh R something is the... Okay. Data. So I would have to look at the mod first. I've never used that tab, to be honest. Ever. Can you be alone? Thank you. And now at the conclusion, I don't know. My wildlife is all fucked up and my cat has a gun. What? That's... But I only have the plugins here. Oh, crap. Okay. Dum dum dum. Dee dee dum. Dee dee dum. And... Was it Duskrat? I forgot. Crap. Oh. Rust rat. The KF file? Oh, crap. Also, we have loaded without it. I can try again to make sure, but fairly certain. So that's the first thing I did. Yeah, that's the first thing I did when things were looking a bit weird. Correct. One of my favorite improvements from the construction set is in the dialog window, the topics. Theoretically, you would be able to type it like latest rumor, but it was so slow that by the time you started typing LAT for latest, it would just select the first topic with T, and I'm looking for C. And now I can actually type the first 3 letters and go all the way there, which is great. And I should stop thinking. There we go. Okay, let's just disable it and test without it. Take your time, MR2. Would it? No, MO2 is a recent program. The 4 GB patch wouldn't do anything for it, would it? It would be nice to not have to wait 4 seconds every time you enable or disable a mod. To be fair, Rymash also needs a bit of time. Not as much, but also needs a bit of time. All right, let's go see the crab. I like it because the lore is more dense than in the later games. You can break the game in interesting ways and it doesn't hold your hands on waypoints. It really doesn't, does it? I need to go back about 5 hours in my file through because I abused the scammer. It's not abusing Creeper. It's not abusing Creeper. Creeper is there. It's not even cheating. It's there. But it's true that you can get really rich with Creeper. There's also a search bar for the mod list. And if... Oh yes, I did see that, to be fair. I'll have to test it or make use of it. Usually it's fast enough going to my separators. But searching would be faster than me reading and talking at the same time. Little crab, are you paralyzed? It would be great if you weren't, honestly. It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! Alright. The next test. Thank you, Nell. Pretty sure I did disable it. Let's check the... Oh crap, I didn't close it. Let's reinstall it, because I didn't have that before. The return of the mud crab. If I forgot to close my warning file, surely. It moves, it's alive. We don't have it. Our crab is good. Yes, that's some of the lore. I don't know that it is canon, but yes, Creeper is Barbas. Just likes to change form from time to time. Okay. Next up, I want to reinstall the mod and see if that fixes it. I believe I had smoothed. Replace. So for the mud crab, you may have one mod that changes the cave mud crab KF, but then another that overrides the NIF. So I know which one does what. I'll have to check that later on. We enable you, correct UV mud crab, but we give you another chance. You can do this. So it is canon. If it was in the game, obviously everything in the game is canon. And then if different games say different things, then all those things are canon as well. The world map, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in, as we are not playing Morrowind. Can the modding deity be given linking permission in the chat? You can't link. I may have disabled it a while ago because I was getting those big follows and all that, and I don't care. Good morning, the world map. Welcome on in. Stop turning on your chair, but I can't help it. We need mud crab plushies. There was in the Elder Scrolls store, except it's Elder Scrolls Online store, and there were some really good, cute plushies. I think of Betty Natch, and they really did look good. Really, 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 really. Right, I think I'll simply need to reinstall my mods. That's what it is. Like what I've just done right now to reinstall the correct mud crab, I'll just do that. And I might try again the mesh optimizer, but it's alive. Okay, mesh optimizer just did something funky with animations. As per the warning, to be honest. It's alive, and I can tumble it good. All right. Well, people, we have not fixed the install, but I know what I have to do, and I do believe it will be fine next week. I have very high hope. What I'm gonna do basically is do unhide all, and there's gonna be 1,000 archive here, usually between vanilla and yeah. I've never looked at the data for here, like the data tab, which is clearly a good tool. Well, it's thinking hard. Unless I told it to delete everything. Did I? I mean, oh crap! I said hide all. I'm an idiot. I thought. Definitely delete uninstalled because they've been replaced. But how do I unhide? Show me hidden files. There we go. I know this program. I've been using it for a short time, to be fair. Right? Well, that's going to be fun. There is no unhide. They show the hidden files, but once hidden, you stay hidden. You can be shown, but you're hidden. That's the way it is. Just in case. So I can honestly say that MWC has been updated this year as well. That's the thing that's been done. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'll probably go on and uninstall mods, especially those that have animations and look kind of weird. Oh crap, I closed it. There is a bottom left corner of the downloads tab. There is hidden files. You tick it and you see the hidden files. So it's fine. That project, that MWSC thing, like, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. But this is good. This is real good. And my desktop is a little bit of a mess, I must admit. These are train tickets to go to France. We're good. This is a recipe. This is what I have shown to my niece a couple of weeks ago. It's you recognize this? Well, it's in French, but you know what it is, right? I've shown her. We started is it the sorcerer on top of the fire mountain? Crap. The name eludes me. I'm terrible. You know what it is. I'm not gonna Google it. But anyhow, a teacher's mess. Come on. I have seen desktops that are, this is because I needed the ID. I have seen desktops that are a terrible mess. This is not bad. And it's time to change that as well. Anyhow, guys, it's barely messy, I see. Oh, that's what a teacher would call a mess. Warlock of Firetop Mountain. Thank you, Prof. So we started doing the book, the adventure book, and my niece liked it. So she's getting her, pre-D&D intro fantasy education. Is there? Like, how old is it? Like, I know a more recent dungeon mod based on a D&D adventure, but it's not the same. Not the same. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna set you free. I will see you, if you're around, I will see you next week. Same place, same time. We will be playing Morrowind, I promise. I will not try to optimize meshes with shady software. I will optimize the textures. Is it Anastasia? Like, I remember the mod. I don't think I ever played it. I should have put it on my retro mod list. It was really great talking to you. I'm sorry I mucked up my Morrowind just before. It's always a bad idea to try and do something crazy. I wanted to start, you know, on a stronger note. Is that what we say? Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. What's left of it. Once again, Happy New Year, and I see you next week, guys. It was lovely to talk to you. Bye, guys.